Okay, well, guys, welcome to another episode. Deja vu for me. I just recorded like 10 minutes of footage and then lost it all because I had my microphone turned off the whole time. Um, so I gotta restate everything that I said. So I was up there and I was talking, and I can probably play clips over my own voice. That'll work. Super editing skills, I'm a professional. Anyways, I was up on top of the mountain, farming for cauldron snow in the snow. Um, and I have fabric, and I have a really crazy high render distance, and I can see the village river, and I can see the spawn island, and all that stuff. So yeah, I have fabric now. It allows me to use replay mod. Super duper awesome. Next point I talked about. I made the river wider, as you saw in the time lapse that hopefully did have audio. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't have audio because it's a time lapse, and time lapses don't have audio. So pretend I didn't say that. Yeah, the river is wider. I used all of my clay to make the river because I wanted clay patches in my river. There's still some bits of stone, well, not that one. Well, not that one either. There's some bits of stone there, right there, over and everywhere, every once in a while. It's wider, it's all one river. I can swim and boat through the whole thing, but I don't have a boat on me, just like I didn't the first time. I don't learn my lessons, clearly. Um, Also, I don't know if I overdid it or underdid it on the kelp slash seaweed. I punched one of those last time, but it was over here, so I have to punch that one instead. Um, that guy's been here for a while. He sells nothing except pufferfish, and I don't need pufferfish because I almost got killed by a pufferfish the last time around because there was a pufferfish in the water right the fuck there. Um, now, the next thing I talked about is this double tower structure is going to be existing and present and here. And what it's for is it is going to connect to the basement that does not yet exist in my house. And there's going to be like a dungeon network that's very kind of small. It's going to go under the mountain. It's going to connect to my house, and there's also an entrance, which I showed in the clips, which I'll probably play. There's an entrance over by the other bridge. That's going to be a thing. I have a design picked out for everything. I know what the tunnels are going to look like, but I haven't actually connected them yet. But this goes this way until you get into the underground system, which is already started. I have like the scale and everything laid out, but I haven't built anything. These towers, I kind of have a base idea of what I want inside, but I don't know about the roof, and I already have the entire build for this bridge in a creative world. So that's going to be on today's list of things that are built. But the first thing we're going to do, now that I have my audio set up, and this is where I was when I realized I didn't record anything. You know, it actually kind of works in my favor because everything's a lot shorter now. This has been, how long? 4 minutes of me talking compared to the 10 minutes I lost. So yeah, it's really good to compact things, and I think this worked out in my favor in the end. So yeah, we were over here when I realized I was recording wrong because I was going to start building the piston door, which is the first thing we're going to do today. It's been on the list of things to do for a very long time, and I've had all this stuff making dust over here for a very long time. I need to grab some blocks, I just realized. But that's the first thing we're going to do today, and I have screenshots, so if you occasionally see my game freeze up like this, I don't know if it actually freezes up, you can still hear the audio, but if I click back, it flashes. So that's how you know when I switch between the photo viewer and the actual game. Blocks. Oh yeah, also another thing that I mentioned before I realized I did things wrong is I have signs now on all of the chests in this room because I kept forgetting where things were. We have the stone types, we have sandstone, we have nether stones, that includes basalt and the black stone, yes. We have all the woods, includes signs, boats, saplings, fences, trapdoors. We've got the blue and red nether woods, which are similar to these. They include the vines, the grasses, the warts, the woods. We've got gravel here, sand here. They used to be in the same chest, but I separated them because I have a lot of gravel. We got stones and tuff because I have nowhere else to put my tuff, and calcite's in here as well. We've got 2 chests of dirt, 4 chests of cobblestone, and 1 chest of deep slate. Upstairs has not changed. And with that, I think I've finally come up to everything that I said. Oh yeah, and also this sign. I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but a long time ago, I was out exploring that away in the world, I think. Maybe it was that way. I still don't remember. But I was exploring and I found a sunken city, like the 1.13 ruins that spawned drowned in them, but it was on the land, like entirely on the land. And there's a jungle temple near it as well, and I was like, dang, this is the coolest thing I've seen in the game in years. So that's definitely going to become some kind of mini project in the future when I have time. With that all being finally all said, all one more time just to be sure I said the word all, we can finally get to work on this stupid piston door. Oh my god, it's been so long. Alright, so I have the picture. I forgot the blocks! Ah! This is probably the worst intro I've ever done. I've never forgotten to do so much in an intro before ever. This is kind of insane. We have plenty of iron in this one stack of iron. That's what the door is going to be made out of because iron looks cool when it's a door. You could say it's adorable. I'm so funny. Anyways, white concrete is also on the list of things we need. Burp. I need blocks of quartz. Probably 2 stacks will be enough. I think I already have the pressure plates at my place. And then the rest can just be cobblestone, I guess. I think that's all I need. And I'm going to say it is all that I need, and we are going to finally start after 9 minutes. Actually, it's 9 minutes plus the 10 minutes the first time. If you can't tell, I'm really molding over this. I like that word, molding. It's a fun word. It means I'm maybe a bit peeved. There's not enough space in this chest, but that's okay. Or as the song says, that's alright. Alright, so what do we need? We need these 4, and we need these 4, and we're going to need 2, and those, and those, and then it needs to be weird on this side. And that's it for the iron. We have 24 blocks left over, so we can just put that back in here and pretend it doesn't exist. Alright, and then we need the slime and the honey. The slime and the honey. Okay, I'm done. So the honey was... So I said that backwards, but this is the arrangements of things and stuff. Also, this is going to have to be cleared out a lot more than what I've actually cleared out. Because there is so not enough room in here. Well, there's enough room, but like there's not enough room to navigate. We need 3, I think? And then 1 on top. And then we will do the same there. I think this is right because I have no more left, which means I must have done it right the first time. Clearly. That's how that works. Alright, so that's basically the entire framework of the door done. I do need to use my concrete to fill in these gaps. And this is kind of like just the filler. So this door is actually really, really beefy. It is a 3-block thick piston door. But it's also like instant. So when I step on the pressure plate or in outdoors, it'll be a button on the wall. Indoors, it'll be a set of pressure plates. It literally just opens instantly. And I have it wired up in a way so that if I push the button, the door will stay open until I either push the button again or step on the plates. So that way, I can press the button, and if I have to run somewhere, I can and then come back. And if I'm leaving, the pressure plates do the open and the close cycle, so I can just run out the door and fly away, and I won't have to worry about closing it manually. Because the idea is, if I'm leaving, I'll probably be flying away or running away really quickly, and if I'm coming in, I'll have the time to, like, not have to worry about that. So the door does not close automatically from this side, but it does close automatically from this side. Oh. Alright, well, it's another day. I would have liked to start recording earlier today, but I woke up and the first thing that happened is I got a bloody nose, so I had to kind of tend to that first. But anyways, I've got the door about halfway built. The bottom half works. The sides do not really work, and the top is not wired up at all. I don't really know to be honest, how this works. I mean, like, I kind of understand how the door works, but, like, I'm not that gifted at redstone to fully understand. But basically, you give an input into one of these dusts through an observer, like this. And it can be anywhere. The input can be on any of these, which is actually really nice because it gives you a lot of options if you want to have multiple ways to open your door. But basically, there is redstone on top of these blocks inside of a gap that you can't actually access anymore because it's sealed off. So basically, when you activate this observer, it'll fire these pistons. These observers will detect things. There's like a comparator with barrels that have shovels, and it has to be this specific number for things to happen. And like I said, I have really no idea how this door works, but if I just place a block in front of the observer, it does that. And that's like the first fire, because then it's got to extend all those out and that down. And I think actually the door breaks if I... Yeah. So it's not quite done yet, because it's not wired up correctly on the sides, and that's what causes it to break like this. And every time I fire it, I have to actually dig the door up and replace it. Well, I've got everything that I can tell in place aside from the special door opening mechanism that I have. I feel like something's wrong though, because I don't know. It just, something feels off, but I can't quite put my finger on it. But I've got everything in place the way it's supposed to be. So, I mean, it should work, like, theoretically. So I guess the only thing to do now is to push the button and see if the door does something. And when I push the button, I mean do this. That was pretty flawless, not gonna lie. Like, that was perfect. Also, I have no way to get across, so excuse me. Yeah, it looks like everything fired properly. Can I get back through? Can I jump? I can. Alright, let's break this and see if it opens. Well, that's a good sign then. That means that it's working. So yeah, I guess that means that we're all done basically with the door. I mean, I just have to wire up the special opening mechanism, and I have the redstone with me for that as well. So it won't be too hard. You can see here the extra special door opening mechanism is just 2 observers, a wooden button. Torches are not part of the redstone. 4 heavy pressure plates, 3 sticky pistons, 9 repeaters, 35 dust, 3 torches and a block of redstone, and then a bunch of building blocks. I will put the link to the person that made this door in the description below, if I can remember to do that, and if I remember who, because it was a long time that I actually picked out this door design. I think I have the video in like a watch later playlist or something, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. But that's not the point. The point is, we're ready to actually do something here. Alright, so the build is done, aside from one small thing. I have all the pressure plates here, but I have this gap here so that I can walk past them if I choose to. But you can see there's some redstone bits and gubbins that have been just kind of thrown about the bottom, and this is all my own creation. Isn't it amazing? I made the design work for myself by making it for myself. So basically, these repeaters receive the input from the pressure plates, and the repeaters have to be here because standing on an iron pressure plate gives you like a redstone output of like 2, so that would never make it around. So the repeaters are all there so that the signal gets pushed all the way around. So that's the only reason it looks like that. And it goes into this AND gate. One of the sources of power from the AND gate is this block, which basically, this block is down here if the door is open. And that would then send this pulse over here. And this basically says, hey, if the door is not open, I think it is, right? Yeah. If the door is not open and someone steps on those pressure plates, it will open the door, and then that will allow this signal to come around this way, and that will send a pulse back to this piston, and that will basically close the door after you go through. So that's what that does. And then from the other side, the button just links directly into this piston, so the button just controls this piston only. I think we can use the pressure plates right now, actually, and see if this works. Here we go. Door closes. Door opens. Something is backwards. What's backwards? Actually, can we just do that? We can. All right. So that should keep the door shut forever now, because the button is one way. So with that working then, the question is, will the pressure plates work properly now? Opens the door, closes the door. Alright, it was working now. So that's kind of weird. There might be some... I might be right that there's some minute difference, because it's not supposed to quite work the way it's working. Also, I have no way out aside from coming through the piston door, which kind of stinky. We can go through here, and then go through this, and then come out here. If I open this... Now the whole point is I'm supposed to be able to step on these to close the door. But it opens again. That's not supposed to happen. So I've wired something somewhere incorrectly. And I have to figure out where that is. I don't get it. What's missing? What if I just invert that? Just out of curiosity. What does that do? That just makes the door one directional. Alright, I figured out what I had wrong. I had the observer that was here backwards. It needs to face like that. I had it facing the other direction, which was causing this piston to not lift this redstone block, which meant that the door would double fire every single time from wherever I did it on this half. So now that that's fixed, these should work properly. That'll open, and that will close? Maybe it just needed a reset. Anyways, we're gonna try that again. I'm gonna press the button. Door should open. Door should stay open. So the pressure plates, door should close. And door should not open. That's unfortunate. So I thought I had it. Turns out, while that was wrong, I did not have it. Yeah, so... Now it's only double firing from the wrong side. And I already know why. It's because the block needs to be down here. That's unfortunate. I didn't mean to do that. It's closed. Open it again. Thank you. We need this to be here when the door is open. Oh, okay. One more time. Hopefully this time it works. Close, don't open. Okay, and then open, and then close. Open. Close. Open. Doesn't close. Closes. Doesn't open. Hey, we did it! Da 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 da! Woo! Alright. That's monumental. Because that means now, the entire door is done. It works. I can step here, open it, come through. Ah, it feels so good to have a working piston door. Alright, well, now that we have this piston door working, not aesthetically, but everything else-wise, it works, we can move on to the next project, and that is to build... I gotta dump all this stuff off somewhere. I have a chest over here, it's fine. So the next project is to build the bridge, and a bit of tower, and a bit of hallway. Honestly, the redstone part really wasn't that bad. That was considerably easier than and less painful than I thought it was going to be, although that bit of troubleshooting was kind of obnoxious. But hey, you know, you can't always do everything first try, especially when you're not building your own design. Actually, that was my own design. The part that someone else built, that worked totally fine, but the stuff that I added on, of course I didn't do it right the first time. Why would I? So the design here is fairly simple. It is 3 wide. This bridge really doesn't have a whole lot. It's a pretty simple design, but you know, simple works when you do it right. When you don't do simple right, then it doesn't work, like what I just did there. Alright, we need the super chiseled stone. That is our centerpiece. Then we have cobblestone walls. We have 3 smooth stone slabs. We have 1 slab here. and one slab there. There's going to be a slab in between, but first we need to put down iron bars. And then we need to put some furnaces here. And I know it's kind of strange to build with furnaces in your build, but they actually look really good because they have the weird like double texture. You know, it's how do I word it? It's got the smooth stone texture on the bottom and it's got a cobblestone texture on the top, which isn't something you can do normally. So this is actually a really good decoration block because it does something that you can't do otherwise. And then that seals that up. And I think we can build the other side, and it's just a mirror. Super easy to build, but it's also super pleasing to look at. So yeah, of course I'm going to build it. Alright, so the last part that we need to do is there's some andesite walls, and these go right here, like this, just to give a bit of support to the bottom of the bridge. And that is it. That is the bridge done. It is, like I said, it's a simple design, but it looks really good. And of course, there's going to be a bit more decoration on the towers and stuff, but I haven't really determined any of that yet. But you can see it's a nice design. It's simple. It gets the job done. And it looks good. That's what matters. I didn't want it to be like too fancy in design, because if it was too fancy, then it wouldn't really fit in, because this is going to be like a town. And I didn't want this to be like some uber rich person's bridge, because that's not what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be the gate into the town. And I think it sells that really perfectly well. Alright, so now we have this space to do, and it should be fairly simple to clear a lot of this out. So I will get back when I have this cleared out, and I will share with you the design. Alright, so I'm just up here on top of one of the towers, and I had a trident thrown at me from down there. You can see it sticking to the wall. Where are you? Did he despawn? I didn't get far enough away, I don't think. Is he under the bridge? He might be under the bridge. Let me drop down somehow. He is under the bridge. Get him! Did I get a trident? I mean, aside from that one, that doesn't count. I don't think I got a trident, guys. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping there'd be a trident. I haven't seen one yet. Well, I haven't gotten one yet in this world. Which kinda sucks, but you know, you gotta live with what you got. Anyway, since I'm here talking to you guys, I guess I can show you some of the progress that I've made. It's not anything crazy, but I may as well, you know. So, I got lights up on the bridge, as you can see, and I've had this all tested at nighttime and planned and stuff. The light levels are fine, and that's what I love about 1.18. If you look at block light over on the left, the lowest it gets is about 6. And 0 is required for mob spawn, so this entire bridge is mob spawn proof. I had to put some torches around though, and also you'll notice there's floors in here now. This is the design I decided to go for in this tower, and the other one is just andesite. Yeah, I think this works fine, and I have acacia for transition into the new room, which I'm currently digging out. I haven't quite gotten as far as I was hoping to before that trident shot at me, but I'm going to dig a bit further, and then I can actually show you what the design is. So give me, like, I'll stand right here, and then the next thing you'll see will just be the tunnel when it's long. And just like that, the tunnel is done. Ain't that incredible? It's a very, very long tunnel, and I still haven't fixed this. That kind of bugs me, but I'm going to leave it there because if it bugs me, it'll probably bug you too, and that's what we're here for. So there's going to be wall, 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 and then these 3, and then that goes there, and that goes there, and that goes there. And then to finish it all off, a lantern right there. And this is just the entrance arch design because it needs to be sealed off. But the rest of them are going to kind of have a similar feeling. And you can see here I've already started the roof a little bit. But we need to have a basalt right here. Alright. And then we need the crimson fence. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. I need more scaffolding. There we go. So we can get all these in. There we go. And then we do the same with these. Oh, why is it sideways? Oh, I don't like that. The texture here is like facing the wrong direction. That bothers me so much, but we're gonna live with it because I can't do anything about it. See, that's why you make your textures symmetrical, people. Life lessons from Mojang. Alright, so there's that, and then the wall here is gonna be a bit weird, but I liked the design. And then this is all going to be stone brick. Well, mostly all. And that. And then we need cobblestone walls and cobblestone stairs. I have the stairs in my inventory. And so then this will be like that. No. Like that. And that in the middle. And that's going to be the same on this side. And the cool thing about this build is it's all mob proof, like I said. I planned this all way ahead of time. And the soul lights, soul lanterns I guess would be the correct term. But the soul lanterns all provide enough light so that nothing can spawn. If you look at block light, I mean this is a really bad example because there's a lantern here. Let me break that. Okay, block light. 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 3. The lowest it gets is 3, and that's in the middles and on the sides. This area is spawn proof, but it's going to be real dark and real dingy, and it's going to look really cool. So I'm going to make the tunnel the rest of the way down. Maybe I'll time lapse it because you guys know, you can never have too many. Actually, yeah, you can't have too many time lapses. I think I'm going to try and set a soft rule of no more than 2 time lapses per episode, because if you have too much time lapse in an episode, then it's not fun anymore. But anyways, let's get building. Well, guys, here's the finished hallway design. Isn't it incredible? I love how dark it is in here. It's really moody and atmospheric, and there's like little soft patches of light every so often directly under the lamps. I really, really like this design. And yeah. And obviously, as you saw me come out of here, it does connect all the way back to the other side. You can actually barely see some grass blocks way at the end of the tunnel. It's easiest if I have it in the corner or something like that. But it's down there, you can see it if you look hard enough. Yeah, then it comes out here, and this tower's not done, obviously, like I said. But it's really nice, and I can't wait to get more stuff done like this, because this is the first big build on this world. I mean, it's not even that big of a build, but compared to the size of my house, this is the biggest thing we've built on this world, which is kind of nutty if you really think about it. Alright, so we're back at the board now, and we can cross a few things off. Where are they? Piston door is done. Yeah, that's it. I didn't have the, I didn't have the tunnel, because I didn't actually have that idea yet, so... Anyways, there is nothing else to cross off the list, but I did add a few things. I want to get a kelp farm so I can have a super smelter. I want to also have a wall of subs, somewhere. Maybe in a museum, because that was also a plan, to build a museum slash zoo slash aquarium with cool stuffs. So yeah, about the wall of subs, we are at, currently, today, we are at 88 subs, which is a magical number, but we're getting close to that 100 sub mark, and honestly, I never thought I would ever even get this far, because I don't consider myself a super entertaining person. I know a lot of the things I say would classify as cringe. I'm just not really funny, but you know, I try, and I'm gonna work to maybe improve my conversational dialogue skills a bit, because I really noticed, especially when recording this episode, there's a lot of times where I say things, and it's just not good. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to work on as time goes on, and I hope you all bear with me on it, but yeah. So that's one of the things on the list. We still have to do the boat dock river village transport. Over at the village in the desert, I actually have, I think, 10 villagers in boats inside of a lit up cobblestone shack so they can't escape. And we got to bring them over here at some point. I also want a library to store books, build the main base, nether hub. So yeah, that's everything on the list. We got the piston door done today. I forgot it's instant. Oh god, did I break it? Oh, I fucking broke it. I so broke it. It's okay, I can fix it. I can fix it! Oh, it's so broken. This is hilarious. See, this is why redstone is not my forte. I always screw it up somehow. Alright. Open. Closed. Okay, I fixed it. I'm gonna sign off before I break anything else on this world. Because, good lord. Okay, anyways, I will talk to you all in the next one. Goodbye.